everyone, Cindy Squirrel here from Squirrel Mills Farms. It's about 7 o'clock at night and I feel like some tea biscuits. And I think I want to make them in my cast iron frying pan in the oven. Wish I had a wood stove with an oven on my wish list. Go back to basics, but tonight I'm going to cook them in the oven because that's all I have. But quick and easy recipe, you'll really enjoy it. Okay, the first thing we need is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And again, I'm just going to do this by hand. I'm not going to worry about using the mixer because you can do it by hand just as quick. And then we're going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And it looks like I have forgotten a fork. So I'm just gonna mix that all up. Now I have already got the oven set for 450 degrees because it'll take about 20-30 minutes for the oven to warm up, and by the time the oven's warmed up, this should be ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to cut in 3 tablespoons of fat. It could be butter, could be lard, could be shortening. And you know, I prefer lard. And you know, the easiest way to do that is just to press it out with a knife. Well, I guess I did too much talking because my oven's ready already. And we're just going to mix this all up. We had a stormy day today in Cochrane. It wasn't cold or anything. The temperature is dropping, but it was snowing and windy. Not a nice day to be outside. But what do you expect when you live on the 49th parallel in Canada? You see how that's getting smaller? The pieces are getting smaller. And if you're not sure if there's any big pieces in there, just go. And you see, big pieces are all right there. So give them another go. Smush them in there good. Now I had, forgot to tell you that I already had the milk. This is a buttermilk recipe. I already had the milk sitting here. I had put 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in the bottom, and then I filled it up to the 1 cup mark. Now we may not need the whole 1 cup, so we will pour in about 3/4 of it. And we will just see how that works. Just going to get a spatula. Usually I have all this stuff. Now, does it look like I need a bit more? Yes, that's a little dry. So this recipe, we're going to use all of the buttermilk. Now we've dumped it all out here onto a floured board. Flour your hands a bit. Now you're not really kneading this, you're just getting all the wet into the dry. That's all you're going to do here. A couple little folds over. Until it all sticks together. Now with biscuits, you don't really need to dirty your rolling pin. Just when it all comes together like that, just pat it down. And because I'm using a cast iron frying pan, just pat it down to the size of the cast iron frying pan that I'm going to use. And then just dip your cookie cutter straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up. Remember, because you want to have the nice cut edge and not to seal the edges back up again. Because you want these to be nice and light, flaky, and be able to rise. You seal those edges, they won't rise. Making a bit smaller than I usually do. I'll just put those in a cast iron frying pan, ungreased cast iron frying pan. Oh, those are going to look so good. Okay, squeeze up the leftover dough. Pat it down again. I didn't put those tight enough together. So they should fit in there. Okay, where are you gonna go? There's a spot right there. Okay, I am just going to throw those in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. Now, isn't that beautiful? It took 15 minutes in the oven, and oh, can't wait to touch them, but they're so hot. Now let's try these. Ooh, warm. Oh, look at the layers. That is what it's supposed to look like, and you don't need a fork or a knife to cut them open. Oh, could you just imagine if you had like a fresh garden stew? Oh, put a little bit of butter on that. Oh, oh, beautiful. And so easy. It took, what, 20 minutes for the prep, maybe? 15 minutes for the bake, and you have all these biscuits